In the city of Palmdale in California, a young 26-year-old black male was found um, hanging in a tree downtown. Cities were first trying to rule it as a suicide before any actual investigation or autopsy was done. In but after protests from citizens in the city, the it's going to be looked into. There was another person found like 50 miles away that was also found hanged in a tree. Um, so it's possible that some white nationalists are taking advantage of chaos that's going around and hanging some black people.
Online, also questions from the public. Some people say they believe that minorities in the high desert are now scared. Other people have been asking about the existence of the KKK and white supremacist groups in the area. Sheriff Alex Villanueva says he is pouring all resources into the case of Robert Fuller. What happened to 24-year-old Robert Fuller in the high desert community of Palmdale? Initially, the case was ruled a suicide, but after a public outcry for deeper investigation, authorities say they are doing just that. The LA County Sheriff and other officials spoke at a news conference, and later the sheriff hosted a virtual town hall meeting with residents of Lancaster and Palmdale. A passerby discovered Fuller's body hanging from a tree in a park near Palmdale City Hall last Wednesday at about 3:30 in the morning. A rope was around his neck. Investigators first said all evidence points to a suicide, but family and friends say they don't believe the young man would take such drastic action. They say he was happy, optimistic, and had just graduated community college, looking forward to the rest of his life. We have learned that Robert Fuller was working with a caseworker from the Department of Social Services, but Sheriff Alex Villanueva says he doesn't know the circumstances. People have been demonstrating in the park since the discovery of the body, at one time clashing with deputies in a street standoff. On Saturday, authorities ordered the large crowd to disperse. The chief medical examiner now says he is stepping back from the suicide conclusion, officially deferring the cause of death until more information and evidence can be gathered. And the sheriff says he's contacted the state attorney general and FBI for assistance.
Hopefully with this death investigation, we'll answer all the questions and we'll give full closure to what happened here. And it is our interest to make sure that we leave no rock unturned.
Initially, we are going to do forensics on the rope that was involved. Physical analysis and tests of serology nature by our crime lab. We'll also dissect the involved knot structure to determine how they were tied. We're going to continue with the video canvas to see if we can identify any surveillance video or home video which captures the events around the scene.